Greetings, my friends. This is Gilles Mansillon. I thought I'd come and wish you a good day, discuss a few ideas, thoughts about philosophy, spiritual philosophy. I'm trying to present a vast array of different thoughts, ideas, tools, hoping that one of them will assist you. In many ways, we all need different things at different times. But really, I feel like there is a great sense of it's like I have arrived into a place. We've arrived into a new energy, this end game is actually a new beginning. It's really something that is beginning right now, and we need to do what we can to celebrate our imperfection. Even it is very important to, uh, to realize we need to wake up people. We need to wake up as much as possible. There's some people that will not wake up, but we need to wake up ourselves, because we have the leaders that we deserve in society. And when we see the state of the world, we say, people, wake up, really. In many ways, spirituality is revealed through the third eye. So we need to open our third eye, to decalcify our third eye as much as possible, not to use fluoride to begin with, or any neurotoxins. So the third eye is the place through which all is revealed, but the heart remains the center of our universe. It is our microcosm. We all exist within the heart of hearts, within the heart of God. We are the heart of God. God is giving all 100% of his love and attention to each and every one of his creatures. But it's like a silent force. It's a silent his action is but it's not so far, so we can that we cannot communicate and understand what God is, how God chooses to communicate with us, and it is through the heart. So because I realize we manifesting a lot of new superpowers. I see on the astral plane, I'm having superpowers, some of which I'm not even aware, but I'm not yet aware on how to use those new energies, new powers here. But I'm sure they will come as needed. For we have this human experience. We came here to actually we actually apply to come here. We get tested. It was only the strongest soul could be allowed to come and incarnate on Earth. So we really wanted. We get accepted into the program, and now we're here. But it is a samsara. We forget all our memory of who we are as an eternal divine being in order to come into a consciousness that is eternally unfolding, changing and transforming. Only when we learn all that we need to learn from the good and evil, the pure and impure, the cold and hot, the night and day, we integrate all polarities, then we can escape. It is what we all have a different point of freedom. I'm going to come back to discuss a little bit of that. But we have this human experience, but we need to be awakening to the blending of allowing more of the spiritual, the sacred. For what is all is one and one is all. But there are certain things that are sacred and certain things that are not so sacred. But so we need to make place for the sacred within ourselves, and respect that which is sacred, that which is the higher frequencies of creations, how they manifest. So we do need to celebrate our imperfection and to hold ourselves in love and compassion, regardless, to hold all we are, where we are, all that we are. Is really important that we allow ourselves and letting go of some time of what we think we know, in order to turn to the heart, to experience that love. For the lessons are about love, and sometimes what we receive is misinterpreted. For a very long time, I received a lot of information from my heart, but my ego mind misinterpreted a lot of things. So I just would explore into all kinds of parallel realities and dimensions, because I projected all kinds of misunderstanding. So now I've gained a little bit in experience and wisdom, so I don't do that anymore. But it can happen. Do not judge yourself for it, and spirit will always bring you back. And for there is a massive transformation, a massive transfiguration in process, whether it is within, there is a rebirth within, and within all aspects of the world and societies as well, and other people as well. whether they're conscious or not of it. But understanding there is always a positive outcome to the life process. That's what God is like reserved the best for the end. It's like and right now we're just at the new beginning of something that is really really new. Sometimes it's important to do what we can to integrate. Did I read some cards? To integrate the the spiritual light, when I was talking about this third eye, opening the third eye, because when our consciousness is completely relaxed and at peace, sometimes spirit can interact. There is a crack within our consciousness, and there is a drop of water from a great ocean of light that comes down, and then it's total satisfaction, total understanding. There is no more need for mind or anything. It is something that appears, that reveals itself, a higher frequency of light. And so that means sometimes it can be about protection, about guidance, about confirmation of a sort. Swords are like, sometimes you think a sword that like, wow, it opens a door to a higher consciousness. Could be about healing. It could be, but it's love and contentment. It's about the beingness and abundance, prosperity, wealth. Those are signs when you see when the spiritual light is connected to all that, and it is a complete sign that we are in synchronicity with the divine. Doesn't happen all the time, and it doesn't happen when we don't create that. It just happened, and so just be attuned and continue to cultivate this sense of your meditation, your prayers, your decrees, of course. Um, but sometimes when we ask, we pray for something, we're experiencing the opposite first, which is kind of funny, because we want to have full appreciation of what we've been asking for. So by experiencing what the opposite of it first, we'll have a greater appreciation for having it later. But sometimes people get frustrated because they get the opposite of what they've been asking for, and they don't realize it is a prelude to getting what they really want to. Just expressing my thoughts and ideas about all that. So the observer of the day is understanding. The birds that understand, there was never any cage, and then the cage vanishes because of their understanding. The highest wisdom is flowering. It's about blossoming. It's about opening, being in the gratitude of the moment. What we need to understand is clinging to the past. It's like we need to let go of the past. The past is really what holds us. What we need to do is the dream. It's love, it's romance, it's a beautiful life. It is creating magic in life, and the outcome is new possibilities. There's going to be a great deal of new possibilities that are going to be unfolding. As In order to stop clinging to the past, what we need to do is to listen to the inner voice. See, it's like the past is like there is all kinds of energies from the past, but then there is also the inner voice. It's about deciphering what the inner voice is saying in order not to get lost. For the inner voice is the guide. Is the guide. So it's so there is always a positive outcome to life, to the life process. It's like in even Hollywood movies. It's not usually it always ends well. So. For those flash of spiritual light, will continue to come down. So just it's the integration of our higher self. And now, right now, all the dark places of the planet are being illuminated by all of us, by you, by me, by all the people that are doing their work. So when dark beings prefer they don't like to be in the light. They're much more comfortable in the dark. But when they're in the light, there is a have to return to the light or be consumed by the light, and they're trying to run to other places that could be dark, but the light is everywhere now. So there is no running. So all of it will change, and so the 144,000 are awakened, but that they need to be aligned with awakening the rest of the world. Personally, Spirit is telling me I'm doing my work, so it's like, but there is 144,000 people that needs to awaken of whole humanity, that they all need to be aligned with their mission. So all is created for expansion and spiritual evolution. It is just about the love of God that is expressing. It's wonderful that God could create this planet where we can have all that, so we can play around and create civilization through times, and everything is just the achievement of God in relationship to the evolution of the consciousness of man. But it is God that provides this whole wonderful thing that is the life on planet Earth. Well, I know sometimes it's not easy to believe that we really wanted to come here, and that's because we passed through. But the good times will make up for the bad time. We came here to experience the joy and the sorrow, to experience the cold and the hot, to experience the night and the dark, to experience joy joy and sorrow, to experience pain and pleasure. It's part of the human experience. We came here to experience that. But from now we're moving in from within a place of light, within this and we have to find, it's good to find ways to help people, to help individual or groups, or not to always wait till you have no choice but to help, to do it. The most powerful way I find to help is very directive, powerful thoughts that are connected to the light of God, and into situation that is really that's the most powerful so far. But there's many ways. We all help in many ways. I'm going to pull a few cards with the Akash. So this video is going to be a bit longer because I couldn't make, I took some more notes. So the observer of the day is the wishes. Like if you made any wish in the past, promises, and there's all kinds of promises that are complete nonsense. Sometimes you got to start fresh to know what is it that is important for you. Sometimes I hear people wedding vows, and they say vows, and they're completely insane. They don't know how they're going to be in 10 years. It's like they don't know what they're saying. But it's like if you make those traditional wedding vows, you may as well die really soon to make it that happen. So otherwise, it may not happen the way people think. So just be light about it. The highest wisdom is Atlantis. It's Atlantis. It's the reconnection to this matriarchal, enlightened form of memory and civilization. What we need to understand is the transport. We are on the rail. You'll be like pulling the whole. You have a flow. It's like where as long as we stay on track, we're going to continue to move this engine of evolution, so to speak. What we need to do is trust and faith. It's very important to continue to cultivate this trust and faith in yourself, in God, in the company of heaven, all the assistance from spirit, and the outcome is the healer. Is about healing. It's about finding wholeness, finding to be able to let go of all the traumas of the past and so on, as well, and to allow people to find resolution within that. But we do have to face ourselves. But before we do need to achieve self-forgiveness before we can forgive others, and vice versa. As we can forgive others, then it's easier to forgive ourselves. It's important to continue to refine our vision, to continue to refine our vision, and to see in whichever way we can make it happen, which is for me, it's this alignment with my higher self is really the key element. And it's important to come to terms with relationship, those who are discordious and disharmonious, toxic relationship. We need to let them go. You can love people as they are with all the imperfection, but we cannot be dependent on any toxic relationship. Then once we eliminate, if we are a toxic relationship, then if we can eliminate it or disharmonious, that makes place for new relationships to come in. What we seek is to align with this very soft power, the power of the One, of God, the Creator, and that is a soft power. There is no opposing forces within that power. So it's not really a power because it doesn't have an opposing force. It is this power of love that is supporting the whole process of life, and so. Yeah, we also wanted to discuss the fact that there is a creation of a crystalline grid, a fifth dimension. It's a collective energy around the planet that's not fully formed, but it's already a living energy field, and we have our own energy field that is awakening to our own light body. It's like rewiring the brain. So sometimes they could be in conflict because some of those circuits have been dormant for thousands of years, and so. But yeah, it's important that your own energy field takes the time to integrate this higher energy field of the planet, and that the planet can integrate your own energy field within it. So it's like a better connection in the unity field of the with all the natural element and kingdoms of the higher frequency. Well, this is for those who have um, already realized of that potential. But what we seek is to to s- to recreate, to reconnect to this paradise Earth. Where we it's and thank you for making it happen, because it is a collective it is collectively that it is happening. We're weaving a tapestry of energy that is solidifying the grid. So it's important to drink a lot of water and to get rest when needed. For our soul is working on creating the harmony between all our physical, mental, emotional, and astral body and our higher self. So we are really on the brink of a new timeline. It's like a new timeline, it's like a turning point in many ways. I realize on the earth, well, you can't really negotiate with God, because God is God and His wisdom is absolute. But everything else on the planet is negotiable, whether it's like professional, business, romantic, even diplomacy. Diplomacy is the art of negotiation, to certain compromise to achieve peace. We have to realize as a species that peace is not a luxury item. It is an essential, and as an essential, it should be provided to all people. And it is Maharaji that was speaking of that. So that will be one of the priorities in the awakening process. But because the timeline are determined by what we think, and that create a rhythm in patterns in our thoughts that manifested a reality that we are accustomed to, as Immanuel Kant says. Everything comes from the intuition, and then is risen by the mind. I'm sorry, this video is a bit longer than usual. I don't want to take too much of your time. Thank you so much for coming to listen to this message, for liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, and for your donations, as I really appreciate. So because we read all the books in heaven of what was going on down here, but we at some point we decided we needed to experience it by ourselves, and but eventually we will achieve the 7D reality, the apex of of our consciousness, where polarity has become, the contrast has become unified. It's like it's a great elevation of the polarity. It's like polarity is the unity, and it is the stillness within the movement, and the movement within the stillness. So it's we are anchored within the eye of unity of God. For right now, we're becoming quantum. We're realizing it is our thought that makes our reality, and so we're integrating a multi-dimensional self, and we're moving towards becoming galactic being, fifth and sixth dimensional beings, and ascended master, seven and above level. For we're moving from the we are to the I am. The acceptation of the I am, the totality of the reality is the assumption the assuming the totality of the reality of the creation. For within the great I am, and even who we are now, there is others that are not us, that are like, if you communicate with a master or an archangel or a guide, it comes through you, but it's not from you, or it comes to you, but it's not from you. So this I am is the one that is the force that unify our consciousness on the highest level, I could say. I will venture to say, and for it is for all is part of the great I am. For there is only one great I am, and we can work with the collective presence of the I am. For the I am is a spirit guide, is a spirit monitor and minister, but he will not impose his way upon the soul. So each soul has to determine his own way, and so we. But we can trust in the wisdom of the I am. I'm going to pull a few cards. It's very important. We have to integrate those divine lights, this divine frequency of light. And the first one is the blue ray, the hardest fire. It is the primary ray of divine integrity and divine will that is connected to the will and sexuality as well. So it's about continue to cultivate the sense of integrity within the application of will, and to move into the blue heaven, the first heaven. Even in architecture, I was thinking to at some point I may have to venture into creating architecture and to make this blue home. Well, maybe Spirit was talking to me about this blue house, and for me in design, and it's more like beige, brown, or like woods, and or like organic materials, but white, black, gray. But blue is like to have a whole to create a place that is dominated by blue. There's a lot of different blues. We have to be very careful in selecting them. But this blue house came to mind, and we all need to find our point of freedom. It's also very different for everybody. Some people it is like physical, they have physical. So other people it's from family, professional, social, psychological. For me it's financial, but we all have different point of freedom, and once we find that point of freedom, everything is taken care of. Everything else is can be taken care of, but we have to know what is it we need, and to know that we deserve to receive what we need in order to. That's the integration of the higher planes, to be in acceptation that the universe can provide directly for what we need. It is the mastery of mind and the guidance of the supervision of the heart, of the spirit. For the observer of the day is the destinies, for it is our destiny to become beacons of light. What we need to understand, the highest wisdom is chop up woods. We have to get ready to get prepared. It's like as well. What we need to understand is a step ahead. It's okay to ask for help. It's okay to work. It's good to work in team. It's about also to understand the risk, understand the probabilities, to have and to also to know from the guidance that you receive your many steps ahead of your own program. Even I see a lot of the things that is coming from in my life, and then for the rest of the world it's like they can show me, but it's like since it is they don't I don't, unless I have a direct implication, they don't usually show me what's not my business. What we need to do is peace, cultivate peace, to be serene, to be light, to be and the outcome is the same as in French, is going near the precipice. So it's like you're going to need to make some choice. At some point, you'll see the precipice. Do I jump? Do I not jump? Will it be something to hold me or will not? So it's like sometimes you need to jump, and you will see what that spirit is there, but we need to develop this. It's a gradual point of integration for there are failures and there are mistakes, but there are no sins. It's all about evolution. It's all about education, and so it is. It is very important to let go of all the regrets, the blame, the shame, the guilt, the traumas, the complex of superiority, inferiorities. It's all a school where it shows to integrate. It's a difficult school, a school of polarity, of pain and pleasure, joy and sorrow, and all that. But we applied for it. We got tested for it. It was we got approved for it, and then we got sent here. And also it's like it's going to take longer time because we choose to respect the free will of other souls, and there is this whole group of unawakened beings that will continue to be unawakened, and some of them are not programmed to awaken, and there is the new earth. Those will move into the new earth, and those will stay in the old materialism. but we choose to respect the experience of others. Therefore, we're going to make that transition together, and at the end, everybody will find their way in an event. But it's important to make clear choice for ourselves, not to allow other people to make the choices for us, and and to be very present, to receive the information directly from the spirit, from the now. And use discernment in all the messages to see if they make you feel good, or if they bring you into some kind of trauma, drama, or for the once those forces of duality are integrated, we are able to see through the veil and see beyond the illusion. For every time we move on to a higher dimension, we're allowing ourselves to let go of certain limitation, illusions that we had. We're limited by infinity, really. It's like for it is a to understand, we were created with very specific, when we were, our soul was given celestial guardians and protectors. So we have those guides and those angels, and just as the planet as a whole spiritual hierarchy, here the Christ is the planetary prince. It is this is God the guardian. Then there is like solar systems and the celestial systems and the constellations and the universe and so on. They all have a very specific guardian. The center of our universe, there are Father, Mother, God. At the center of our super universe, there is the Ancient of Days. At the center of Paradise, there is the Paradise Trinity, the eternal Father, the universal Father, the eternal Son, and the infinite Spirit. That in truth rule over all level, but yet they do not interfere within the plan, each plan of each universe. It's every cosmic creator is fully in charge of its own programs, and so the gods of paradise do not interfere. They blend in. At some point, the level of reality becomes so high in frequency that we tune into we become consumed within light and life, and then whether it's a person, a planet, a system, and so on, become no longer affected by the time and space evolution. Once a planet is consumed in light and life, it turns into the spiritual circuit of the super universe. It moves onto another level of reality and is administered by Paradise Spirit. There's a new administration that comes in. For it's like there is a lot of cosmology is very interesting. Right now we're living in a time of time and space. The original time was the first was Avona, the paradise, and Avona, the eternal universe. That was, but then one day time began when God started creating those galaxies outside of the central universe, and eventually, we'll talk about all that. Those are very big subjects, spiritual philosophy. Let me know if you're more interested by that. I'll develop it more. So I'm gonna thank you very much. Should I sing a song? I'm gonna sing a song. I'm gonna sing this song. It's a song. It's a song that went through my mind. It's a little song that talks about the essential in many ways. It's love. It's called "All You Need Is Love." It goes like this. Love, love, love. Love, love, love. Love, love, love. There's nothing you can do that can't be done. There's nothing you can sing that can't be sung. There's nothing you can say, but you can learn to play the game. It's easy. There's nothing you can't make that can't be made. There's no one you can save that can't be saved. There's nothing you can do, but you can learn to be you in time. It's easy. All you need is love. Ta-ta-da-da-dum. All you need is love. Ta-ta-da-da-dum. All you need is love. Love. Love is all you need. Love, love, love. Love, love, love. Love, love, love. There's nothing you can know that is unknown. There's nothing you can see that isn't shown. There's nowhere you can be, but that's where you're meant to be. It's easy. All you need is love. Do 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 do. All you need is love. Do 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 do. All you need is love. Love. Love is all you need. All together now. All you need is love. Everybody. All you need is love. Love. Love is all you need. She loves you, yeah, yeah, yeah. She loves you, yeah, yeah, yeah. All you need is love, yeah, yeah, yeah. All you need is love. For love is the essential, is when we came down here to learn love and wisdom. For the highest, the observer of the day is revelation, to allow the revelation to come in, to be a conductor for revelation as well, to allow the spirit to reveal to your heart, to your mind. The highest wisdom is happiness. What needs to be understood is rest. Good. What needs to be done is indulgence, not to be to let go, to celebrate your imperfection, to be you'll make the adjustment. Don't worry about it. And the outcome is righteousness, to be right, to be true, to be straight, to be honest, to be. And the final words will leave to the archangels. Well, I hope this message was interesting for you. I will finish with the Ace of Gabriel, the Archangel of Ascension, Gabriel. She says, passion, opportunity, and inspiration. The opportunity to do something wonderful is opening itself to you. Rejoice. So it is all about, it's all good. It's the power of source, the power of creation that's been given to us. And we just, of course, we try, the spirit realm trusts us to make the right decision. So we're not being on a leash, so to speak, with all those powers. We just, if we do something that we feel that is not right, or the guidance says not right, we have to adjust. We have to trust that the guidance is really there to assist us, and it's becoming more and more present, and we're becoming more and more integrated within this unified field. Well, thank you very much. Wish you a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you later.